Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing today? And we are excited to talk to you all about the reducing your toxic load. And we're going to add on this, replacing what you've got in your home with different products that doTERRA has that really helps take that toxic load off, and we really deal with a lot of toxicity and we don't even realize it. And that burden that it is on your body is just it's incredible, and when I had my stomach issues, just going back and thinking about all the research that I did, I actually was working on my website, yesterday that I haven't touched, like, in 3 years, and the navigation was broken and all this stuff, and I finally fixed it, and I came across some articles about, fabric softener and all these amazing things that I researched that I'd forgotten about, and it's just really incredible how do we even survive with all the chemicals that we deal with? So we're gonna take a deep dive into some fun things here today on talking about this, and this is a video that doTERRA came out with, and so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Hopefully, it works.
Not so long ago, ingredients were legible, fragrances were real, cleaning products were safe, and cheese was, well, cheese. Yes, once upon a time, products were actually products of nature. But over the last century, industry after industry abandoned the source for synthetics and purity for profit. But what does it mean for your health? Concern is mounting over the risks of toxic load. For the most part, bodies are quite adept at filtering and flushing toxins, which is important since some toxins are not easily avoided. The human body can only filter and flush so much before the load takes a physical toll. Though you can't control many everyday environmental toxins, you can purge the hundreds of toxins lurking in your own cabinets and drawers. Indeed, studies have found that just a squirt of common air freshener releases close to 100 contaminants. Many perfumes and colognes contain phthalates, which emerging science suggests may be linked to reproductive and development issues. Most products used to clean the home should probably come with a full protective suit. It wasn't always this way, and it doesn't have to be. Pure and effective products do exist that bring the best of nature into your everyday routine. The choice is yours. doTERRA. Pursue what's pure.
I just really love that video because it does a really good job. This happened last time. It won't let me flip through to the next slide. I'll just go that way. um, that's a really good video. I think they do a really good job explaining how little bit by little bit by little bit, but then when you have all these little bits in your home before you even get out of the house in a day, how much that can really cause a burden to our bodies. And I noticed that with me. Heck, I was working at a print shop. Talk about the chemicals, and we used to clean the presses and all that stuff. And people would come in and they say, "Have you painted today?" And I'm like, "No, that's just the way it smells all the time." But it's just incredible to think about the ingredients. Like, really, what is that doing to our bodies? And so today we're going to take a look at identifying those different toxins that we do deal with and how we can omit them and go from there. Oops. So we're going to ditch the toxic products and switch it with natural products. So if you were to, Amber and Mom, if you were going to go around your home and look in your kitchen cabinets and under the sink and stuff, could you pretty much notice that there's some other things in there that shouldn't be? I I think we all do. I think I probably have some chemicals that have been around here for 20 years. It's just those things you just don't use very often and you don't want to throw it away because you spent 40 bucks on it or something. And then you don't know how to throw it away too because it's probably something that needs to be taken care of properly. Um, we think about how many people are dealing with really heavy medical issues and, cancer and, um, these different diseases that don't even have names for, what is happening to our bodies, and it just makes sense to go back into the natural way. And oh shoot, I have this really great book that somebody gave me the other day. It's called Homemade, and this book is just a wonderful book on homemade recipes and how to make soaps and all these things just on a really shoestring budget. And I thought that was just a really great thing because it seems like it's taken us back to the days that grandma used to save all the remember mom, you'd open up the drawers and grandma saved all these things in there. I don't remember
Yep.
all the tin foil that was left over from many different dishes and stuff like that.
Yep.
Um, and there's a lot to be said about that though. So on average, a woman has 12 personal care products that contain over 160 different chemicals. And so when we look at just like our makeup, our hairspray, mousse, shampoo, um, all the different things, and you go through and look at all the lists, it's incredible. Eyeshadow, like all those things, it's like, what do we do to ourselves? Men are a little less introduced to toxins as much, but they still have quite a bit. And 85 chemicals is about average. I think probably Larry might have a little more. I don't know. um, but here's the good news: we can control what we bring into our home. So let's go ahead and dive through here. We're going to start talking a little bit about the skin. Now, it wasn't my intention to go through and talk about skin stuff, but because this is a big part of what doTERRA does with essential oils, we can use them aromatically, topically, and internally. And I noticed that when I clean my shower, some in the past I used to use bleach and Comet, and I'm sure I'm taking this all in aromatically and with my bare feet in the shower. I mean, sure that probably was not doing my body any good, right? And so we think about the biggest thing is we don't realize that our skin is our biggest organ in our body, and it's a protective organ. And when we're insulting it with these chemicals, um, yeah, we just need to realize that the skin is the first sign of defense. Okay, so we used to think about the toxins, part of this whole conversation is about, what we eat. Well, at least I did, when I'm sitting there thinking about all the different foods that I was allergic to, you would think that that's just, toxicity in the foods. But my stomach became inflamed because of the all the other stuff around me. And so when you start to lighten the load of the toxicity in your home, your stresses, and your food, then you can really get ahead of it. Okay, so here's another skincare product that doTERRA just came out with. And this bar of soap is actually a shampoo, and the other one is a hair conditioner. And I thought, "Oh my gosh, just another stupid product that they're trying to do," and actually, I really like it. I ran out of the other shampoo, and we thought, "Well, we'll use this." We've got a couple of them, and I really like it. It really makes my, scalp tingly, and I didn't get as big of a sensation like that with the regular shampoo that I was using that doTERRA had, and Larry really loves it. He thinks his hair is actually, filling in more. So, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise because you can pack it in your suitcase. It's a lot more versatile. Doesn't take up as much shipping. When they ship all those liquids and stuff, they're shipping out a lot of heavy weight that's unnecessary. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Now, the first product we're going to talk about is the suntan lotion. Still talking about the skin. The suntan lotion, shockingly, well, I wasn't shocked. I mean, when you look at the ingredients, you wonder how the FDA even approved it. But they, developed this suntan lotion to prevent us from having cancer, skin cancer. And here, the stupid stuff is causing skin cancer. It's just so appalling, right? It's just disgusting. And I didn't expect you guys to be able to read all this stuff, but when you look at all the different ingredients and what the different things does, like oxybenzone is a chemical found to harm coral reefs. Okay, we've heard that before. Oxino, if you can even read half of these words. This one here is the chemical that's been found to harm coral. So I doubled that. Oh, it's a hormone disruption in animals and may have negative effects in human health as well. And so when you think about this oxybenzoin, is how you say it, I guess, or oxyonite. Do you guys know how to pronounce that? um,
Oxynoxate.
oxytenoxate.
Oxynoxate.
All right.
Well,
So
look at the one above it. They banned it in Hawaii.
yeah,
Because of the coral reef.
gosh, Amber, you could probably have a heyday with all this doTERRA suntan screen. You could go to all those convenience stores because with the affiliate program now that they're coming out with, it's going to be great. They don't have to do network marketing, to make money. They could be
Right.
an affiliate. Retinol palmitate is like a form of vitamin A and is linked to increased risk of cancer. And so as we go through and just know that all these chemicals are going to be doing something to our bodies. And so we're just so happy to have then our doTERRA sunscreen. So we've talked about this in the past, but because summer's coming up and we're talking about the skin and the chemicals that we're putting on our bodies and stuff, that this I felt was necessary to put out as people are starting to schedule their summer vacations, and it's sunny today. So here in Washington, that's kind of unusual. So couldn't pass that up.
Speaking of the after sun,
Mhm.
and you said you didn't like the consistency of it, but I'm telling, not you,
Oh.
your friend here from Hawaii.
Oh, Amber. Yeah.
Yeah, Amber. But if you squirt that in your hand, in the palm of your hand and rub it on, I'm telling you, I love it. My skin was so dry and winterized and not much sun, but it was.
I found this on the web.
What's that? What was that?
I think that was probably your computer talking to you, Mom.
I found something for you on the web. I do use it. Oh, shoot.
Anyway, I'm using it and I love it. And my company that was here today, I had them try it and they really liked it, the way it went on too. But my
Good.
skin, my arms, were all kind of flaky and like after sun, and now they're smooth. I really do. It's a great product.
So it's not watery?
It's kind of watery. That's why I put it in my hand.
Okay. I was just
Instead
wondering.
of trying to squirt it on your arm, directly, just put it in your palm of your hand and rub it on.
Yeah. Oh.
What were you going to say, Amber?
No, I was just going to say I've got people trying to reach me, that I use it, but when I think of an after sun product, I want something like a lotion. So I just was disappointed the first time I used it because I was expecting it to be almost like Beautiful spray. If you've ever used that, that's what I thought it was going to be. But I tell you what I love is the actual sunscreen. You don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. And I've been using it since it got in. So
Which one do you like? You like the spray the best then out of the
I like the actual I'm trying to point to it. That helps. No, I do like the cream.
Okay.
Yeah, that one, but you really don't need much.
Yeah.
So which is the one that's supposed to be so wonderful for your face or whatever? That's the face body?
This one. So it's not even.
Okay, what's the scoop on that again? Because I know Nora was interested.
It's a moisturizer.
Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of really good stuff in it. It doesn't come till this late spring. We probably won't see it till July or August.
Oh, really?
I don't
Okay.
know because they and when it probably comes out in the market, I'd buy it up real quick because they sold out so fast with it last year. But this is actually something that you can put on over your makeup and under your makeup, and it's not greasy. And I think that they wanted to come out with something more for the face because the other stuff tends to make your face a little bit greasy when you put it on there. I'm not sure why. But this has uh, something that you want to put on your face all the time. So even me sitting here at my computer, I'm getting UV rays through the
Mhm.
computer screen. And so it's nice to have, Mom. So I would put it on, I would just buy this when it comes out, put it in your bathroom because you go outside, you go golfing, you're in the Arizona sun, and you too, Amber, well, me too. I shouldn't talk because even when it's cloudy out, I'm sure that we probably get that, but
I
if
think we all need a sunscreen as our base.
yeah. My face tends to be run on the oily side, so I'm really interested in seeing. Now, I'll talk about another product here, the hydrosol, and I've been using that, and it's just, oh gosh, it's just incredible. So when you do go to the store, it's really hard to know what you buy, right? I mean, there's all these ingredients, all these warning labels, all these things, and it's difficult to figure out side by side which area or which product. And I used to think I was buying something that was really good. It was called Simple Green because of the name. I thought I was doing good. And then I think one of my upline people, she pointed it out to me, Becky, it says, read the bottle. It says, spray on the counter, wipe off, and then go wash it off. And like, how many times has anybody ever washed that off?
Mm-mm.
And I was so angry to think that you'd go walk around and clean the counters, and then you leave this film residue, and then you're leaning on it. And then, of course, your skin is absorbing in all that counter cleaner chemical crap. And that Simple Green has a ton of chemicals in it as well. And so, what doTERRA has decided to do is to be like with the environment, to be sustainable by having these reusable bottles that are beautifully designed. They fit everywhere in our home, uh, which is uh, incredible when you think about all the different colors and styles of different people's homes, what would be out there. But all these containers that they have are made out of aluminum. So aluminum is a really great reusable, recyclable product, unlike other things. Like when you just throw away plastic in the recycle, it's not as renewable. This can be renewed over and over and over again without losing its container or the quality of the aluminum. And so you would want to invest in these containers, and then you would go through and purchase the ultra concentrate cleaner, and you can put in the surface spray, and then you can use the hand lotion and put in there. So all these things are just a nice way to focus on the hand foaming wash with this citrus bloom is just a beautiful smell. I love that. And
Love it.
yeah, you like that too?
And I love how doTERRA has evolved the lotion, the body lotion alone, having that little spout on the corner, you literally can get all of it into your lotion pump.
Mhm.
Just simple things, just
And you
everything is
can buy those separately, right?
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. It's all very user friendly and it makes it so we don't waste.
And do you use the pump on the dish soap or do you use the pour
Mhm.
spout? You like the pump
I,
better?
I have the pump, I mean, sitting right there because then I can just put my plate under it and poof, you know, it's just easy.
I'm gonna switch mine out then because we have the pour spout that came with it, and Larry says he doesn't care for that as much. I think it's too slow for him or something.
Yeah.
Well, and you're also holding this heavy glass,
Mm,
I'd rather just sit and
yeah, yeah.
Do any of you have trouble with the pump on the cleaner?
mm-mm.
Mine doesn't return, and I can't seem to fix it, so I'm gonna have to get a new one.
Are you talking about the hand wash, Mom, or
Nope, I'm talking about the surface cleaner,
that
the
that
spray.
one.
Yeah,
maybe
when you squeeze it, it doesn't come back out.
maybe it might be gummed up with some of the cleaning?
I
Some
don't
Might
know. I've worked on it, but I'll try some more. I get kind of mad at it, but I thought I'd buy another one.
Yeah, maybe yeah, you can buy them individually there.
I think the spring is maybe not good on it or something.
Oh,
And the other thing is you have to really, this is for the foaming hand soap, you have to really pay attention to what they say as far as this much of the soap and then this much water. because if not, you end up with, I mean, like, I'm terrible, right? I'm like, okay, I'll just put half of this in here, and then you end up with this really slimy, not foaming hand soap.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the surface cleaner, you put one of those little things in that and fill it with water so that you can't make too
Yeah,
bad.
that
Yeah,
one is very basic because
yeah.
it's one of these little guys, right? Per
Yeah.
Number
Oh,
3.
okay.
Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Okay, now I don't expect you to read this either. I just wanted to share with you that how fabric softeners are so full of toxic chemicals that they should be outlawed. It is incredible. And when we think about how that's touching our skin too, and the worst part about it is you're wearing your clothes all day. Well, I hope you are. um, and that's just rubbing against your skin. And so many people are having skin issues and mom, like you were saying, dry skin and stuff, anyways, from just the dry heat that you have. And to add on top of that with the chemicals, it's just very, very frustrating. You know, it's so toxic that it's taking and into our neurotoxins, and the irritant is actually causing like probably what's going on with me today. Memory lapse is causing central nervous system stuff where we're having like dizziness, disorientation, nausea, headaches, mood swings. I mean,
Brain
isn't
fog. That brain fog comes from
yeah.
neurotoxins. Makes
Mhm.
total sense.
Yeah. So it's kind of a fun little thing if you wanted to screenshot it. Basically, this is on my website too as a full blog, but I just screen captured it just to show you the intensity of how much damage that this, I mean, this causes kidney damage, right? Heart disorders, liver disorders, kidney, I mean, my gosh.
But we
Um,
make our own.
yeah, so we have dryer balls. And what's really fun about the dryer balls, which do you use these, Amber?
Yes. Yes.
So what do you use on your dryer balls?
Abode.
Abode?
But sometimes I'll do like a Serenity if it's, just depends which clothes it is. You
Mhm.
know, that's funny that you have Serenity up there. I love that.
Yeah, so like with your pajamas and your sheets
Mhm.
and stuff like
Sheet
that.
linens.
Mhm. Yeah. Mom, which one do you use?
I don't use anything on them, and I've had them for how long? 8 years or something. They're doing fine.
Yeah, you just throw them in, you forget to put, yeah.
Yeah,
Larry,
yeah, I
yeah,
don't see anything on them. Yeah.
yeah. Um, it's so funny when they first came out, how they just cleaned right off the shelf. I think they were shocked on how fast that they sold, but they work really good, don't they? It's amazing.
Yes,
Love
they do. Yep.
And so with the just have to go along now with the fabric softeners and how horrible they are. I wanted to just talk about the laundry soap, and we are fortunate to have two different kinds. And I just love the On Guard laundry detergent. I just love the way it smells. I love the when Larry had cut his arm really bad, we had towels and stuff with blood on it and clean the house with the blood, and it just like blood never comes out of clothes very well. We just threw all that in there and it just cleaned it all right up. It was just incredible. So really a nice detergent. Which one do you guys use?
I use the pods.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I use the detergent forever, the On Guard.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then when the pods came out, I just got so excited by this smell. I know that we love On Guard. I love how the clothes smell with Abode. When we first got here, we didn't get our laundry cleaner in time, so we had to run and get something at the grocery store. And I was even putting, like drops into that because I cannot stand how your clothes smell from Tide.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing how when like I can go that way with the toothpaste. Like when
Yeah,
you use the regular crust toothpaste because you ran out or something, you're like, oh
right.
gosh, my teeth that they hurt from the from using
Mhm.
crazy. Okay, so now air fresheners is just this should be outlawed too. um and when you see people go around like on the commercials of TV, with the that one and everybody's, "Oh, it smells so good." I'm like, "Oh, don't breathe that in. Believe me, you're gonna wish you didn't." But it's just incredible on how many people buy these little plugins and have them around their home. And even there's those companies that are network marketing companies that they have the wax on those little things that they burn, those Etsy things. Um, I just don't think burning and having that scent is going to be the right thing for you either. So now, if I would have done a screenshot and put that in my PowerPoint of what we have for Father's Day, we have uh, a wonderful plug-in now for doTERRA, and you can plug in and put an oil in there. It's just wonderful. So you're gonna have to check that out. But we have these diffusers. Do you have both of these diffusers, Amber?
I have petal. I don't
Pedal.
have pebble.
Yeah. How about you, Mom? You got pedal too, right?
Yeah, but I don't have the pebble.
Yeah. And the Pebble one is just a nice little small diffuser, but it's a little workhorse. It's just a really good starter diffuser. And the reason why I put it in there because it's a free diffuser. When you enroll, you get with 150 PV, you will get a free Pebble diffuser. And it goes on for 10 hours. You
10 hours.
yeah, but,
Not big enough.
I know
Well, it probably does a on off.
yeah, it goes poof and then waits for a while. Poof
Oh,
intermittently.
oh.
Yeah.
Intermittent, that's the word.
It's only good for maybe 270 square feet. Um, this one here, of course, is better for a bigger room, and it goes up to 12 hours intermittently. And but they're both wonderful. I love the humidifier actually, and I tend to run that often. Um, so it's a good one. Now,
So
diffuser.
I have a question on diffusers. If I'm not in the wrong church here or the right pew, my big humidifier didn't come on the other day. I can't get it to come on.
Okay, so go ahead and take it out and clean it. Have you cleaned it in a while?
No.
Okay, because it does, if you, when you fill up the top and you put it in, there's the bath underneath too. So unplug it, take it over to the sink, get a Q-tip and kind of clean out all the nooks and crannies and stuff like that. And it probably just needs to be clean, Mom.
Okay. Well, I hope so because I was devastated once again.
Yeah, maybe when we're done with the call, you can get it all cleaned up so your guests that are visiting with you this week can enjoy it.
Yeah.
It'll be really
Yeah.
And what's really fun too is there's a million different diffuser blends. And do you have a favorite diffuser blend? I tend to just use single oils and my own, I don't get too fancy. How about you guys?
Well, I got one with wild orange and petitgrain. Was a recipe that I got years ago for sleep, and I use that a lot. Otherwise, I just use straight oils.
Yeah, I
I
like
hope I took a screenshot of it, Becky, of those oils.
awesome.
But I still do that blend that Cindy told me about a couple years ago, the grapefruit and Douglas fir. It is so yummy.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, that's odd. Huh.
It smells like candy.
Grapefruit and
Mm,
Douglas fir. Okay,
mhm.
I'll check that out. I remember her saying that, but I never managed to
Love
make
it. Just makes me happy. I'm a sugar addict.
What is it again? Grapefruit and
Douglas fir.
Douglas for.
And then when I run out of Douglas fir, I'll use like a cedar wood. I mean, just pretty, I bet any wood would be fine, but that Douglas fir is yummy. I just put it on this diffuser. I like these for, tiny areas at your desk.
Yeah, that was this I had a PowerPoint, a slide with all different kinds of diffusers like that. And
Yep.
that, what do they call that kind of diffuser?
Um, Lotus,
Um, I think it's
you're meaning techie term.
passive. It's called the passive
Yeah,
diffuser. Yeah.
passive.
And having them, like you can get a little jar and put reed sticks in them, or you can
Mhm.
get cotton balls and put oil and stick a clothespin with it or a hairpin and stick it in
Yep,
the car. And there's lots of different ways. Necklace diffusers, bracelet diffusers that are out of the clay, and they're
yep.
really fun to make. Um, And then the other thing that I like to do, I'll go back so that we don't, the other thing that I like to do is take my empty bottles. So if you have empty doTERRA bottles, make a fun label and it's empty, right? And then you can call like the blend, the outdoor wedding blend or whatever, and then put the portions equally into this bottle. So then that way you have a diffuser bottle of that blend if you tend to really like that. Put an eyedropper in it and then have that next to your bedroom if it's a sleepy time one, or um, I think it's just a good way to be, because for me, I'm okay, where's this one here? You know, if you're going one drop, you know, I can never,
Right.
I'm not that organized. So that's just a little tip. So dish soap. So I thought it was kind of cute to put duct tape over them like that. um, they have tons of chemicals in them too, and here we are eating off those plates. Like when we put them in the dishwasher or when we're washing them out of the sink, and I think it's actually worse when you hand wash, actually with Larry. I'm gonna say when Larry hand washes, he takes a sponge and he swishes around. I don't think he rinses them off very good. So sometimes I'll have a glass of water that kind of tastes a little bit soapy, you know, or it looks like it has more soap on it. So you know, then you wonder really what's going on, right? And so of course doTERRA has their wonderful liquid dish soap and the container and the dishwasher pods. So I think this is just a really great way to move forward in the right direction. And all-purpose cleaners, like, gosh, I think we had probably 4 or 5 different cleaners underneath our sink because, you know, this one here doesn't work so good for that, and then you need a furniture polish for this, and then you need this for that. And people wonder, they say that the oils are expensive, but gosh, when you add up all that you purchase that's under your sink, really, how much are you spending, right? And yeah, so when we go through and look at the cleaner that doTERRA has. And the really the best way to buy this would be is to get it in the 4-pack because it's such a good deal. I think you get one free basically is kind of how that works. But
Right.
this stuff lasts forever. And, you know,
Yeah,
I
it
think
does.
these would make really good housewarming gifts or um, you know, you can get a nice little, well, look what we have here, these little microfiber cloths. It makes a nice little set where I love these microfiber cloths. They're just incredible. When they had them at convention one year, and then they were off the market because they got, and then they put them back on the website. I was so happy because I think these are just a really great thing to talk up. They're thick. They're not cheap at all. They're really nice and absorbent. So when you're using them, I love to use them to polish my refrigerator, my stainless steel, and they work really well for that type of stuff. And of course, I can't go without talking about the doTERRA On Guard Concentrate Cleaner, where you can make hand soap, hand sanitizer, counter cleaner, all this stuff out of just the oil. But it's also supporting our bodies with building up our immune system. So I had to throw that slide in there too. So you don't have to live in fear of toxins anymore. What do you guys say? Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So doTERRA is all about living a healthy lifestyle. So when we're going through and talking about nutrition and digestion, movement and metabolism, rest and managing stress, we just covered the section today about reducing toxic exposure and supporting our detoxification of our home. And I think this is really valuable to talk about all the different areas where doTERRA just impacts our lives. So we have all these beautiful oils. Here's just a list of 10 of the most popular oils. So if you're looking at getting started, a lot of you don't know which oils to get started with. These are a kit that we always recommend. It's really impactful. But maybe you want to get started with some of the cleaning supplies that we talked about today. And I'm still going to say that you're going to want to get some oils. So Melaleuca or tea tree, you're going to definitely want lemon and On Guard. These oils all are going to be a really good focus because of their antibacterial properties, their antifungal properties, their anti-properties are endless when it comes to these. So you can't go wrong. And let's see. So how to get started today, you can, of course, buy retail if you want, but friends don't let friends buy retail. We would love to have you sign up with a wholesale membership where you can actually receive 25% below retail price. So it's such a great way to receive some discounts there. And we also have the loyalty reward program where you can get deeper discounts. And these offerings are the same as well if you wanted to maybe start sharing these beautiful products with other people in your life. And I just don't know who wouldn't want to because, there's so much to learn about these toxicities that people complain about their skin issues or their blah, blah, and we just like we said today of all the different chemicals that we're introducing into our bodies, like we have to, it's almost we can't share. We have to share with these people. And so we are going to talk about all the amazing ways again that these products can be it's endless. You guys have such an abundance amount of products to buy a little bit here every month, and you can maintain a nice loyalty reward template and get deeper discounts. I love this app that's a way for people to look up and find different protocols for different health concerns. There's recipes for cooking on here, cleaning. I mean, the list really is endless. And what's really great about this app is it actually has testimonials on it. And so sometimes people just need that little extra push on understanding how people are using the oils. And I just love that this is back in our lives because it was there in the very beginning when we got started with doTERRA. And so now it's nice to have it back. Here are some kits that you can get started with. Again, the Healthy Start Kit is those 10 oils that we were talking about earlier. And this here is in a 5 ml bottle. We also have the same kit in 15 ml bottles. Of course, you can customize your own first order, and I'm suggesting maybe get started with some of these cleaning supplies that we talked about because we're after all in the spring cleaning phase of our life, and so it's a good way to get started and fall in love with the products. Or you could just jump in all in and get started with this natural solutions kit where you get a beautiful diffuser, the toothpaste, all these supplements and many different oils. This is just a really huge discount when you buy this kit because you're saving about $239 just purchasing this way. So um, again, I want to tell you that you can enroll with 150 PV and you'll get a free pebble diffuser. And the value of this guy is about $33. So it is a nice gift that doTERRA is offering. And I'm going to share a little bit about the loyalty reward program. Amber, do you want to cover this one, or you think?
Well, I tend to gloss over it, but if we keep it really basic, the longer that you are ordering from doTERRA every month, the deeper your discount gets. So as you can see, at 13 months of ordering, you've built up to 30%. So when I spend $100 at doTERRA, the next month I have $30 worth of doTERRA dollars to use. And that next column talks about what your PV needs to be to maintain these things. So it's 1 PV, right? It's a lemon or an orange or whatever you want that month that retains your points. And then if you go up to 50, then you're still earning points. And if you go to 100, you're earning a commission. And then it goes up to 125. And that's where I want to do the minimum each month because I also want to get the free product of the month, whatever that oil is. And then there's times of the year where if you do 200 PV, you get a special product. Christmas time, it might be frankincense, different oils at different times of the year. But I don't want anyone to not have an LRP because it really gives us big rewards back.
It's amazing how fast it adds up too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. And oh, this is in the wrong spot, but that's okay. I'm doing a sourdough bread making class on Saturday.
Cool.
This is all with essential oils too, so using rosemary in the bread and stuff like that. And we just are having so much fun about all about taking care of ourselves with, doing things at home again and eating right with things that the ingredients that you're having. And so if you wanted to join us on that, please reach out to me. I can do this on a Zoom too if you guys want to try. Sometimes it's hard when we have so many people talking, but we can give it a try. Um, and the Mother's Day kit is sold out. So that sold out pretty good.
Something.
Which is really interesting. I was looking at it, that jasmine oil alone in the roller bottle, the 10 mil roller bottle is like $65 or something. Now this is I forget what the size was, and this whole kit was 30. So it really was a good deal when I think about just the jasmine alone. I love the gardenia. It's one of my oils, but okay, well, instead of that, then you can buy your mom this.
There you go.
And go ahead.
I just was saying she would love it.
And
And
this one has it and loves it.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's like, what do you buy somebody who has everything, right? It's like, oh my God.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll buy you this rose hydrosol when it comes out June 1st. This is just an incredible product. It's just like a little mist that you can spray on your face. And the nourishing oil, it's just yummy. So we would love to talk a little bit about how every bottle, you can see just talking today with all the chemicals that we're insulted with on a day-to-day basis. And, it's really important that we share how amazing these products are. They're just not essential oils. We have so many other things that people can benefit from. And so taking on and sharing with others is a natural thing. And it's something that so many people end up doing. Like for me, when I first started with the oils, I was dealing with a health issue that was taking control of my life at that time. And when I saw how amazing just one bottle of essential oil made a huge impact on my life, I couldn't stop sharing because I knew so many people who were dealing with health issues. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I can make money doing this. So, um, of course, me being the entrepreneur, I took it on, and I invite you to maybe you be willing to host a class and or earn just enough money to pay for your oils, or maybe earn enough money to pay for your car loan and or maybe your rent or something. And I think that this is really a great way to supplement your income, and as you grow, maybe even take over both you and your husband's income if as you grow. And it's exciting. doTERRA came out with a program called Refer a Friend. With network marketing, it's not for everybody. But some people do still want to refer from time to time. And this is an excellent program where you can maybe host a class and you can earn an income from everything off that class, but it's not expected for you to do anything else from that. That is where people like me and Amber and Mom are here to support you in actually taking on just in getting the guests there and loving on them, and then we will help support them with all their questions that they have. So it's a simple program. It's all duplicatable, and it is something that we teach on an ongoing basis on how to uh, you just prepare your class, you invite people to come, you present them like we're doing right now, and they join, and then we support them. So when we go through and look at how simple it is something that we just nothing better to be able to help making a difference in people's lives. And it doesn't take that many hours either. So if you wanted to earn anywhere between $200 and $800 a month, maybe you can spend 3 hours a week. If you wanted to earn more than that, maybe it takes 10 to 30 hours a week of calling and contacting and holding classes. And so sometimes you guys, it just is a matter of going through and looking at the different opportunities and how you can earn the income with the different bonuses and things like that. And so if you'd like to learn more, I'd be happy to go through these things with you in more detail at a different time. And we can customize your plans and goals. So our goal with doTERRA is to triple our impact. We know that these oils make a huge difference. There's no question, but to be able to be in every home is our goal. And so tripling our impact by 2030. And we thank you for being part of our presentation today. And I will go ahead and stop the recording. But if you have any questions, please reach out to the person who invited you, and they'll share their link for you to sign up today. And go from there. Do you have anything you guys want to say, Amber? Okay.